Okay, good stuff. Right, so we're going to get started. So today morning we are doing a strength session. So you're going to need to grab some weights. Now, depending how you want to go as to what weights you want to grab, it is a strength session. So if you want to grab a decent pair of weights, then you absolutely can. If not, just grab your water bottle or whatever you're using as your weights for now. We'll start with a bit of a warm up anyway, and we're going to get blasted into this Monday morning. It's the last one, the last week of homeschooling, or some of you might have finished homeschooling already. I think some schools have broken up. But for us, it's the last week, which is super exciting. And then the summer holidays can commence, which will make no difference whatsoever, because we're not getting anywhere. But hey, we can pretend. So let's get warmed up, bouncing up and down, toe to heel. You can go quite slowly, rocking it through, or you can be a little bit more energetic. Go with what works for you. We're going to do a bit of a speedy warm up today so we can get blasted through it and then into the strength stuff. So rolling around the wrists, we're going to be using our wrists to grab hold of our weights. We can stretch them out this way, keeping the feet going on both sides. Good stuff. Rolling the shoulders next. Still keeping your feet going. And then rolling forwards. Lovely. Let's bring those feet a little bit further apart. Keep walking them through. We're going to come into some reaches. We're just reaching those hands out and across. If you want to, you can bring it in a little bit more vigorously now. Add in some shadow boxing. Depends whether you've just rolled out of bed or not, as to how much energy you've got. Woo. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those knees up and around, open up the hips. Keep going with those. I'm just going to check how everybody else is doing. We'll join from my phone. Okay, let's see. Did we get everybody else on? Stay on that side. Yay, Dom's here. Good. How weird. Okay, trying the other side. Opening up that hip. Working out those little creaks. 2 and 1. Then we're back in with either the arm reaches or a little bit of shadow boxing, popping up onto your toes as you do so. Lovely. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Both arms come up and back. Nice big rotations here. So you can have your feet at whatever distance you're comfortable with. And then you're swinging them forwards. So both arms coming up and wide. Trying to reach those fingertips as far away as you can so you get that nice pull through the shoulders. Back again. And forward again. 2 and 1. Legs come wider apart now. Toes are facing out to the corners of your room or your garden. I think some of you are outside. Even better. We're sinking down into a low sumo squat. We're holding it here. We're up. So a couple of these just to wake up those glutes. And up. Perfect. Just come down as far as you're comfortable with. 2 more. 1 and last one. 2. Perfect. Okay, just roll those ankles through and then we're going to get started with the good stuff. And around on the other side. Okay, so if you've just joined us live, you need a set of weights. Go with whatever weights you want to, okay? You can just use your water bottles or you can go for something a little bit heavier. We're going to do a bit of a mix between cardio and strength and cardio and strength, so a little bit of a mix over. So the first one, your feet probably about shoulder width apart, just for your stability here. We're going to start with our bicep curl into shoulder press. So elbows nice and tight into your torso, and a nice smooth movement. So I'd rather you went for control and do a really nice clean jerk-free movement than try to speed it up. Lovely. Yes, I'll wait those shoulders up. Straight in there, no messing around. So just check that your core is on. So you're drawing belly button back towards your spine. A little bit of a squeeze through the glutes. And don't forget you can breathe. Well, you can use your breath to help you. Definitely breathe, but use your breath to help you with the movement. So big exhale as you push up with those shoulder presses. Goodness me, I'm feeling the burn already. That's a Monday morning for you. Keep it going. 3 more left. 3 and 2. Last one. Boom. Down. Weights come down onto your mat. Little cardio interlude. We're going into high knees. So you can either just walk them through. You know the drill by now. Walk them through is absolutely fine, as long as you're getting those knees nice and high, or you can add in a little bounce, or you can run them through. So choose which level suits you. We've got quite a few rounds, but you can do it. If you're starting off strong, keep going strong. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Picking up your weights again, and do stop and grab a drink whenever you need to. Don't wait for me to say. You're bringing them into your chest. We're squatting down, either coming straight back up, or you can add in a little cross with the arms. If you're doing that one, then just make sure that you don't lock those elbows out as you come across. Lovely. Woohoo. Keep going. You should be feeling warm and a little bit puffed already. It's quite a fast-paced session this morning. Good stuff. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Boom, good stuff. Weights come down. Back into that little cardio interlude. Ankle taps. Shoulders back. Chest is open. Again, you can alter the speed so you can walk it through or hop it through. Go with which one is working for you today. Whew. But really make sure that those ankles are coming to meet you. Spine should be nice and tall. Keep it going. Go, go, go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll those shoulders through. Pick up your weights. We are hammering through them, turning them so that they're horizontal in front of your thighs here. Elbows are coming up and out to the side as we come into an upwards row. So you're just lifting up to about chest height. Perfect. This is your chance to just grab your breath back a little bit from that cardio interlude. Lovely. Squeeze those shoulders together as you come up. Make sure that you're not pushing your hips forward. You're still maintaining that nice tight core. I don't know why I hold my hair down, I'm boiling. Keep going. For 3, and 2, and 1. Weights come down. Next little set, you're going to need your mat. We're going to come into those kneel down, raise up. So you're coming down onto one knee and then back up. So a nice functional movement, this one, but it definitely gets the heart rate going. Okay, so again, try and maintain that nice tall spine. Keep looking forwards at me rather than down towards your toes. Once you've done a few, coming down onto one knee first, alternate sides. Or if you're alternating already, great, but sometimes it's easier to do one side and then the other. Keep going. So you're up, down. Again, you can alter your speed on this. For 3, 2, and 1. Picking up those weights. Ooh, that's better. Okay, good stuff. Just coming out to 90 degrees. We're doing little pulses. Little pulses. So keep your elbows into your waist here to start off with. Very small little movements, but I don't want them dropping lower than 90 degrees. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, bring those elbows out from your torso. And you're just pulsing here. One of those moves that looks like you're not doing very much at all, but you're probably going to be feeling it round about now. So keep going. If you need a little breather, bring those elbows back in. Whew. Go, go, go. For 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Roll them back, pop the weights down. Don't forget to grab a drink if you need to. We're going to head into our next little cardio set, okay? We're back into high knees again. So just like we did at the beginning, you're either walking them through, adding in a little bounce, or running them through, but really trying to get that knee up over your hip joint. I'd much rather you went slowly, but really brought those knees up. I'm going to walk it through. Grab a drink, come and see how you're doing. Ooh. Lots of energy in the house today. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Picking up those weights. My favourite one coming in next with those torso bends. So feet shoulder width apart, down on one side, and then on the other. Shoulders are still back. Drive up that opposite elbow to help you with the reach. And just see how good this one feels in your waist. Keep going with giving the biceps and shoulders a little break here and doing some standing core. Good. Really try and extend that weight down your leg as much as possible. Wow, you've got it. Good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Weights come down. We're back into those ankle taps. Shoulders back. At your own speed. You know what you're doing now. Keep going. You might not be feeling energized right now, but I promise after this session finishes, then you will be. So keep it going. Final little standing round, and then we're coming down onto the mat to finish off. 3, 2, and 1. Picking up those weights, horizontal, coming into that upwards row again. Good. Control that core. Little squeeze through the glutes. Keep going, keep going. Lovely. And 5, 4, 3. Last couple. Okay, weights come down. We're going to make this our final cardio section. So we're back into those knee drops, knee up, knee up and back up again. If your knees just aren't enjoying that, I'm going to give you a slight alternative, which is side leg raises to knee up. So it's still working those same muscles, but you haven't got, excuse me, you haven't got the load bearing on that joint. Oh, I've gone all croaky. So keep going with your knees. Switching sides if you're coming down, or if you're doing your sides. So go for whichever one works for you. Everyone's going up and down for 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Make sure you grab a drink. We're coming down to our mats. Okay, you're going to need your weight still. Bring your water down with you as well. And then we're coming down onto the floor, which is always good. Sitting up, don't lie down yet, okay? So I want you sitting up nice and tall, however's comfortable. You can go cross legs or legs out in front, whichever works for you. We're going to be doing some tricep work, in case you were thinking, oh, she's forgotten about the triceps. Never, never. So really lengthening up through your spine, making sure that you're nice and comfortable. Picking up one of your weights, dropping it behind your shoulder and extending up. Trying to straighten out that elbow if you can. If your weight is really heavy, you might not be able to get a full elbow extension. See if you can. Pushing away. It's a burner. Keep going, keep sitting tall. Keep engaging those core muscles. You've got it. We're going for 5, 4, grit your teeth, 3, 2, lastly 1. On this side, roll that shoulder back, switching arms probably onto the weaker side. So grit those teeth if you need to. Let's get it done. The sun is shining again. We're all going to be walking around in little t-shirts. So we want nice toned triceps. Keep it going. Big exhale as you lift up. Oh, arms should be burning, but keep on going. You're going to feel so strong after this. We're going for 5, 4, 3, last couple, you can do it. And oh, we're done. Roll that shoulder back again, stretch out the neck a little bit from side to side if you need to. Okay, and then you're coming down to laying on your mat. We're still going to need those weights. So you can roll down onto your side and then come around to lying onto your back. You're going to be grabbing the weights, one in each hand, just at chest height. So just take a second to find your positioning on your mat and make sure that you're comfortable. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor in front of you. You should probably have a little bit of a gap at the base of your spine, okay? Don't imprint down because otherwise you're tilting that pelvis. And then you're going to bring your weights up to chest height. We're going to go into some chest pushes. So big exhale as you push up. As you push up, that's when you're going to be imprinting into the mat. Okay? So back down. Push those weights away. Really squeeze that belly button back into the mat. So yes, we're working the arms and the shoulders here, but we're also getting some nice core activation going on. So bring that belly button down. Keep going. If your arms are really feeling it here, drop down to one weight, okay? I'd much rather at this stage you concentrated on what your core was doing than worried about trying to go too hardcore with the upper body weights. So keep going. Can you feel that in your abdominals as you squeeze down, as you push that weight away? Keep going. A couple more of these. 3 and 2 and 1. Back down. You're going to roll that weight down onto your hip bone. Again, either 1 or 2, depending on what you're comfortable with. We're going to be going into some bridges. So take a moment, belly button back to spine, and then peel your spine away from the floor. Hold on to that weight, okay? You're coming up as far as you can and you're holding. So glutes would automatically be squeezed at this point. It'll do it without you even thinking about it. You're going to hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. You can let that core relax as you work your way back down the mat, nice and slowly. Your bottom's the last thing to come down. Take that second and re-engage the core, belly button back to spine, and lift. Seeing if you can come up a little bit higher this time. Just see how far you can lift those hips towards the ceiling. It'll partly depend on flexibility, it'll partly depend on what weight you're holding. If that weight is your child, it'll depend on their cooperation, but hold it here. 3 and 2 and 1, rolling back down, vertebrae by vertebrae down onto that mat. Really take your time with the roll downs. Lovely, we've got 2 more sets of these. So if you need to adjust your feet at all, then do. When you're ready, you lift off, squeeze and hold. Stay here. This is going to be a lovely one to be doing if you're outside, laying down in the sunshine before it gets too hot. And then rolling back down again. Okay, final one. When you're ready, if you want to, for this final one, you can add some little pulses at the top. So lifting those hips up and down and squeezing the glutes as you do so. You don't have to, if you're comfortable just holding, do that. This is just a little bit of extra glute work, you'll feel it. If you want to, so keep going. For 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one, roll it back down, and take that weight off your hips. If you want to just come into a little bit of a release, you can hug those knees into your chest. We're going to be turning over onto our side next for our final little run through. So pop the weights away. You don't need them anymore. Your arms might be feeling a little bit wobbly, but I need you to stay with me for this final little set. We're going to be coming into some side planks, lots of options as always. So prop yourself up onto your elbow, make sure that that elbow is underneath your shoulder. Bend those knees. I'll run through all the options. If you know what you're doing, just go for it. Option number 1, from the knees, push the hips up, come back down, and keep coming with those pulses. Option number 2, push those hips up, again just coming from your knees and hold. Option number 3, you're going to extend that arm in that position. And then number 4, if you've got full strength, go from your feet. Just make sure that those ankles are stacked if you're coming from your legs. Okay, so any of those options are fine. It's a full body weight exercise, this one. So just go with what works for you, but make sure hips stay on top of each other, that top one doesn't drop forwards, okay? And ankles stay stacked if you're fully leg extending. We're going for 3, 2, and 1. Drop back down. You can tell I'm sweaty because my elbow was gradually coming further and further away from me then, because even my elbows are sweating. That is how hot I am this morning. That's how much we've worked. Coming across onto the opposite side. So again, just take a second to get that good positioning, okay? And either from the knees or from the feet, and either pulsing or with the hold. If you're bringing an arm up, it adds an extra level of difficulty in because you're just causing yourself. You haven't got that support balance. So go with what works for you. If you're really feeling it in that hold and your form is starting to slip, come back down, reset, bring that elbow back under, and then lift again. Keep going for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Coming back down, spinning around so that you're sitting up. Whew. How was that, guys? We're going to go into our stretches. So bring one leg out to the side, come down, grab a hold of either your shin or your toes or your ankle. You should get that lovely stretch along the top of the leg, and then we're going to bring that arm up and over as well, so you should feel it through.
I'm going to have to go. It's like chaos here, but thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
Off of mute if you want to have a chat. Holding it that way. Then coming across onto the other side. Let me get rid of this little message here. Is everybody doing okay? You still with me?
You're still there.
You're still here? Good. Woo. Anyone else as much as I am?
Yeah, it's very humid today.
Really humid. I know, I definitely should have opened some windows or doors before I got started.
The one who was outside had the right idea.
Okay, soles of the feet together. You're going to lean those elbows into the outsides of the knees, the insides of the knees rather. Lean forwards. If you've got a bit of time, once we're finished, to do any extra arm stretches, then absolutely do. It's quite a lot of work. Okay, coming up to sitting, arms out and across. The further down your arm that you hold, the more of a pull you're probably going to feel. It sounds like they're underwater. Sides. Opposite arm across. If we still got in. Oh, have I lost Dom? Okay, elbow up and over. Let's stretch out those triceps. Whew. I felt like we hadn't done tricep work for a while, doing those. Everything's merging into one a little bit. Switching arms. Hold it here. Oh gosh. Okay, opening up the shoulders. I'm going, oh gosh, because it's 8:10 and it's Louis' birthday today, so I've promised and pancakes for breakfast.
Oh.
Also got to get mileage. I'm going to be sweating for a little bit longer, rushing to get it all done. Hold it here. Okay, roll those shoulders back, and we are done. Let me come in for the virtual high five team. Nice.
Oh, thanks, Bea. Happy birthday to Louis.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy pancake making.
Pancake. Yeah, thanks Auntie Bessie for helping me out.
Have fun.
Hello.
Lovely breakfast.
Bye.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye.
You join in, let me see. Oh, she's gone. Hey, good work. Nice work, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, let's go eat some pancakes.